Fireball, elementary pyromancy that is often the first learned, hurls a fireball. To use pyromancies, equip a pyromancy flame and attune a pyromancy at a bonfire. Fire Orb, the signature flame manipulating spell common to pyromancers, hurls a giant fire orb. The blazing fire orb explodes on impact, dealing fire damage to the surrounding area. They say that once a pyromancer learns this spell, their understanding of the flame deepens, together with a yearning for it. Bursting Fireball, pyromancy of old restored by Cornyx, one of the Great Swamp's more advanced spells, hurls an exploding fireball, a rare technique that undergoes change after leaving the caster's hand, making this a spell renowned for its difficulty. Great Chaos Fire Orb, art of the flame of chaos from ancient Izalith, hurls a great chaos fire orb. Chaotic flame melts even great boulders and creates a brief surge of molten lava on impact. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters birthed the flame of chaos, but it devoured them along with their home. Chaos Bed Vestiges, traces of the tumultuous seed bed that birthed the beings known as demons, hurls chaos flame and scorches vicinity. Demons born from fire bore its smoldering essence and perished soon after. Man shares this rapport with the flames to this day. Floating Chaos, pyromancer Dunnel was fascinated by this ceremonial art employed by the clerics of the smoldering lake. Summons a fire-spitting chaos orb. Chaos burns away in the blink of an eye, but was the primordial life born in the bed of chaos and a grievous symbol of Izalith's sin. Fire Surge, pyromancy of Cornyx of the Great Swamp, emits a constant stream of fire. Cornyx is a venerable pyromancer of an older mold, said to have restored a number of spells lost to the past, amongst which this is the most well-known. Fire Whip, primal pyromancy taught by Quelana, daughter of the Witch of Izalith, sweeps foes with a fire whip. The caster manipulates the flames at will, making this an extremely difficult spell to use. Pyromancy is at once the knowledge of controlling flame and the knowledge that control is impossible. Firestorm, primal pyromancy taught by Quelana, a daughter of the Witch of Izalith, surrounds the caster with multiple pillars of flame. The raging storm is indiscriminate, such is the intrinsic horror of the flame. Chaos Storm, art of the flame of chaos from ancient Izalith, erects multiple chaos fire pillars in vicinity. Chaotic flame melts even great boulders and creates a brief surge of molten lava on impact. The all-engulfing chaos flame eventually formed a tumultuous seedbed which birthed the twisted things known as demons. Great Combustion, pyromancy which improves upon combustion, creates a powerful giant flame in hand, a very powerful yet simple spell to use. Pyromancy is to at once know fear and longing, the resultant power of which depends on both the caster's intelligence and faith. Flame Fan, pyromancy of Zoe, descendant of the desert pyromancers, used repeatedly to brush the fan left and right. Zoe possessed true beauty, as did all the desert pyromancers, but hers did not poison, and so she became the unassuming queen of the feeble ones. Sacred Flame, pyromancy taught among savages. Flame burrows inside foes and ignites, originally used in a ceremony for cleansing sacrificial impurities, thereby lending the spell its name. As barbaric as it seems, this may in fact be quite fitting for the savage pyromancers who consider themselves servants of the divine. Profaned Flame, pyromancy deriving from the profaned flame, engulfs foes at a range and burns them to ashes. The profaned capital was consumed by fire after Yorn the Giant became a Lord of Cinder. The fire, born of the sky, is said to have incinerated naught but human flesh. Seething Chaos, the last flame lit by the Demon Prince. This pyromancy hurls a clump of chaos. Upon impact, this clump of chaos seethes wildly, condenses briefly, then explodes violently. To the demons, these clumps are shreds of life. Poison Mist. Unique pyromancy crafted by Enji, a heretic inhabiting the Great Swamp long ago. Creates a poison mist. Enji was driven from the Great Swamp, however his pyromancy continues to succeed him. Perhaps dwellers of the Great Swamp were reminded that their very existence is one rooted in heresy. Toxic Mist. Unique pyromancy of Enji that never gained currency in the Great Swamp. Creates an intense poison mist. Driven from the Great Swamp, they say that at the end of his journey, Enji happened upon a virulent poison in a young lady. Acid Surge. Pyromancy of Karthus of the Sands. Emits an acid which corrodes weapons and armor. Karthus's swordsmen attached great value to victory, and would not shun the use of such pyromancies, for where is the honor in death and scoured bones? Flash Sweat. Unique pyromancy of the Great Swamp associated with Carmina. Intense sweating increases fire damage absorption. An influential pyromancy that internalizes flame, likely forming the foundation for many subsequent spells. Profuse Sweat. Advanced pyromancy that internalizes flame, associated with Carmina. Profuse sweating temporarily boosts resistance to bleeding, poison, frost, and curses. The yellowish sweat cures all kinds of ailments. Iron Flesh. Pyromancy that internalizes flame. Iron Flesh boosts damage absorption and resistance, but significantly increases weight. Not advisable for walking in marshlands, perhaps resulting in its obsolescence in the Great Swamp. Power Within. Forbidden pyromancy amongst those who internalize flame. Temporarily boost attack, but gradually lose HP. The pyromancer fears the flame. However, this fear subsides once it is accepted as a substitute for strength. Karthus Beacon. The most obscure pyromancy developed in Karthus of the Sands. Damage increases with consecutive attacks. Karthus's aggression has been likened to an uncontrollable fire, and since ancient times its beacon has been used as a signal for war. Karthus Flame Arc. Pyromancy of Karthus of the Sands. Reinforces right weapon with flame. Warriors of Karthus favored supplemental pyromancies such as this, which was used to enhance the curved blades of its swordsmen. Warmth. Peculiar pyromancy of the Mound Makers. Creates a gentle flame that restores HP on touch. They feared separation from the gods and sought a familial bond, perhaps leading to the creation of this flame of harmony. Rapport. Advanced pyromancy of Quelana, a daughter of the Witch of Izalith. Charms the enemy, making them temporary ally. The living are lured by flame, and this tendency is elemental to the art of pyromancy. Boulder Heave. Art of a stray demon of stifled flame. Spews a boulder from one's mouth. The boulder is heavy but shatters easily. Black Flame. Pyromancy discovered by grave wardens after High Lord Wolnir fell to the abyss. Creates a giant black flame in hand. Black flames born from the abyss bear no shadow. They are said to be the impenetrable fires of humanity. Black Fire Orb. Pyromancy discovered by grave wardens after High Lord Wolnir fell to the abyss. Hurls a black fireball. The black flame inflicts dark damage, striking targets with weighty force. Black Serpent. Pyromancy discovered from the abyss by High Lord Wolnir that inspired the black arts of the grave wardens. Releases undulating black flame that traces the ground. Be it sorcery or pyromancy, all techniques that infringe on humanity lead to the same place. That is to say, they all seek a will of their own.